This is Christos from Septicflesh, and you are watching the Age of Metal.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with DH Metal here, Phoenix, Arizona. Joe's Grotto with Christos of Septicflesh. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Very good.
Yeah,
How you feel the weather?
very hot. Very hot, It's,
Not used to that.
in Athens can go 40 degrees, but it's different the climate,
It's a little more humid.
I think here, it's more the desert, I don't know.
Right. Gotcha. Well, with 3 days left on this tour, how was the tour? How was the balance of the tour for Septicflesh? How do you guys feel the response of the people? New songs, new album.
Yes. I think the tour goes really well. It went really well for Septicflesh and for the other bands, and especially for us was a special tour because during the tour we have released the new album Titan, and it was a good opportunity to present some of our songs to our fans. Although we didn't have so much time to rehearse because we were so busy with the promotion and the recordings of the new album, we managed to rehearse 3 songs, and I can see that they have great feedback from their fans, and it's going pretty well, the tour in general.
Gotcha. Well, now talking about Titan, new album, new music, and debuted as number 7 on the Billboard Head Seekers chart in the United States.
Yeah.
Right after, yeah, it did. It came out as number 7 in the top Head Seekers. And do you ever expect that the album hit that mark?
Well, no, because well, okay, we are confident and positive about the new album, but we don't how to say, we don't know how works in US. I mean, if it is good that went to number 7 that you mentioned, and we know that the prototype is playing. It played from the radio here in the US. This is good things, it looks at the band grows the fan base here, and it's always nice, this radios and charts, and this will make us to create better albums and better in the future, because we really care about what we produce for the fan base, and not about the press and this kind of stuff. It's more important for the fans. Yes, and during all our career we had always honest releases, which the main factor there was always the quality for Septicflesh. And it's good, Titan, it seems that is our most successful album. It has 5 covers. We are album of the month in Norway, Holland, Belgium, France, Greece. It goes really well, as you mentioned, in US, in North America. We are very pleased with the album till the next one.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the album is mind blowing from beginning to end, and it's really epic. And the word Titan is really strong. It's a really strong word. It means big, means aggressive, which is pretty much what the album is. What were the main ideas behind this record? Because I know it's not a concept record. It doesn't follow a storyline. But how you guys push together all these songs to make it so epic?
Well, you are talking about the lyrics now or the music itself?
Music and lyrics.
Um, regarding the lyrics, Sotiris is responsible for the lyrical part of Septicflesh, and he managed to create. He managed to make the listener to dream with our music, because for Septicflesh, the visual world, the lyrics, and the music, it is of equal importance, and he made an exceptional work again. And as you mentioned, it's not a concept album, but there are songs that are related together, like Titan, Burn, Prometheus, who is the bringer of fire, Order of Dracul, Prototype, who talks about the how you can manipulate the masses to the fear, and the various songs that have been connected together. Now, about the epicness of the music, well, we have the orchestra that gives this boost and this epic color to our music. And the orchestra plays a major role for our music. It is the fifth member. And now, it's not, we follow our instinct. We don't say that we will compose something that has an epic feeling. This goes gradually, when we send the mock-ups and the music. It starts to build this epic character, yes. But as I said, we follow always our instinct, our inspiration, and we see how it goes from there.
Gotcha. Well, in Titan, you guys used the first time they used children chorus.
Yeah.
How that came into play at the time to record the album, at the time to when you guys were blueprinting the album, where the idea of let's put a children's core here.
Actually, this was my idea because last time for the Great Mass, I used for the intro of the Vampire of Mount Nazareth, I used the boy soprano from Prague. And I said to the guys from Septicflesh, I said, why not using now children choir, And it was a right decision because the feedback is really positive for the children choir, and I had a great tool in my composition process, especially for the orchestra, because with the children choir you can be at the same time spooky, ghostly, innocent, evil, dark. You have so many colors that you can produce with this amazing choir.
Gotcha. Well, now one of the things that impacted me the most at the time that I saw the first picture of the album and the time that I listened to the album was the images that you guys use in the photo shoot. For example, the armor that Seth was wearing with the beginning of the sun, War in Heaven, and the title of Order of Dracula. It reminds me to the 1992 Dracula motion picture and the soundtrack. Do you guys draft any kind of influence from that to create part of the imaginary of the album?
Yes, the costumes. It's part of Seth's work. We had used a very talented guy that he's doing 3D effects and costumes, and we said that with Titan we have to expand our visual world. That is the reason we used for the first time costumes. The first time we used also some in Sumeria Diamond, but since the second formation, it was the first time. And of course, Seth had influences from Dracula, especially in his costume. Yeah. But mine costume was a different approach. We wanted to create something like a cyberconductor, but okay, it turned a bit like a Rob Zombie costume. But it's okay. It works really well. Now for the music, we have influences from Dracula score from Killer. The composer was
Who died last year,
dead.
unfortunately.
And but I would say not for the Order of Dracula. Order of Dracula talks about Blood Cepes, Dracula, but the music is not so inspired from the soundtrack because it has this war feeling with a lot of percussion, this kind of stuff. It has this epicness and also has this ethnic solo at the middle of the song. It was a different approach than the ones of the score of Killers. Killers is more, how to say, is more dramatic, more romantic. I would say it has not so many epic and I would say war moments. It has war moments, but not so. Dracula, Order of Dracula is a song that always is in a frenzy rhythm. You understand? More complex and this kind of stuff. Yeah.
You guys use a producer, an American producer, Mr. Logan Mather. How risky was the decision of working with an American producer at the time to create a highly symphonic album?
Yes, it is. It was a risk, but when we are talking about these producers like Fredman, Peter Tagdren, and Logan Mather, it's not so big risk because they are amazing producers. They have proved with their works that are top in their style, and although he didn't have an experience with an orchestra, because the orchestra thing is more a European thing, and but when you are so talented and how your job really well, Logan Mather, he did an amazing work. He had a very difficult work. It's not an easy task to find the proper balance between the metal parts and the orchestra. It's really difficult. It is not. You have to be really aware how to don't overpass the one word of the orchestra with the metal. It's about technical stuff. It's more about frequencies, but they know better. But as I said, Logan Mather made an amazing job and again our decision was correct. Yes, very good.
Well, that's good to hear, Christos. Now, Septicflesh is one of those most balanced bands that had everything from the person who do the artwork, from the person who compose, the person who, because you and the drummer have their own studio, and then the person who writes lyrics. So each one of you guys have a job that is already. I mean, not many bands have that advantage. How do you guys explode that advantage at the time to create this cycle for an album?
Well, as you mentioned, this is a big advantage for a band because each of us contributes from his the area that he's good on it. I'm responsible for the orchestral stuff. Seth is responsible for the artwork, graphics. Sotiris deals with the lyrics, and Fotis is the backbone, the rhythmic machine behind Septicflesh. All of us compose as a team. Some of us, of course, compose more than the others, but we try each of us to be focused on his area. We hear, of course, we exchange some ideas. We have a brainstorming, but no one interferes to the other's job. I have the last word concerning what would be the orchestra. Seth has the last word, what would be the artworks and Sotirs and this kind of stuff. I think, because we are so many years together, the chemistry works really well. And as you said, we don't, the majority of the bands, they have one or two guys. But for Septicflesh, it's different. And I think it works really well till now. It's we are doing everything from scratch, and we produce everything. We don't have to hire an orchestrator, an arranger, or a graphic designer. Everything is from the band.
Yeah, that's an advantage that not many bands have, and I actually have few. And if you I mean, it's just incredible. Now, talking about before we going back to Septicflesh, I want to talk about Chaostar. Your other project, kind of like avant-garde, really different of what you do with Septicflesh. Last year, you guys came out with Anomina, the new album. What is the state of Chaostar right now?
Well, Chaostar is not a project anymore. You know, it's an active band that can perform everywhere. What, we are not an easy band, you know. We have a complex setup, but we have done some shows. We have done the main show in Athens, in Romania, in a big festival in Belgium, in north of Greece, and when I will have time, I will start the composition for the second album. I will say after album, you know, and this will be probably in the beginning of 2015. I will do my best to push Chaostar as much as I can, you know, because Chaostar, I can. I'm a musician, you know. I want to tour. I want to compose. Chaostar can be. I can be performed with them, even if I am 80 years old. You know, with Septicflesh it's not possible. It's not feasible. You understand? And it seems that it will go really well. You know, we shall see. But I have some plans for Chaostar that will create a positive future for them. You know.
Any plans to bring the band here to the United States to have it exposed to that side of music of you?
I wish, and it is in my plans, but it's not so easy because you know it's really expensive to come in US, and you need to have the support of your label. Chaostar at the moment is not so big as Septicflesh, you know, and probably they will not have big support, but you never know. We shall see. We shall see.
Well, it will be great to see you guys here. I mean, be exposed to that kind of music. Now, closing up, what is next for Septicflesh now that the album is out? You guys almost finished the North American tour. What is next for you guys?
Well, we have after the US tour, we have two shows in Mexico, one in Guadalajara and one in Mexico City. It's always.
You excited about the Mexican crowd?
Of course, we played for the first time in 2012 and it was amazing, you know, amazing, you know. We have a really great fan base there, really great. We can see that from our social sites, you know. The majority of our fans, I think it's from Mexico. I would say more probably than in France and Greece, you know. It's we're really looking forward. The shows will be in 2 days, 3 days from now, you know. And after that, we have a festival, Summer Breeze, and one festival in Greece, and then we will return soon in US, in North America.
Okay.
You know, I cannot say more, you know, it's in talks that.
Okay.
And we have a European tour on March, and we might come again for the third time in a year in April.
Any plans to go further down than Mexico? You know, I'm talking about Central America, South America, Brazil, Argentina, Chile.
It looks that we might do it on April before our headline American tour again. But you know, even if it will not happen on April, March, we will do it definitely in the future. We had offered to do it now, but no, we are coming again, as I told you, very soon.
Yeah.
We had an offer to do it during that time, but we couldn't do it. You know.
Well, Christos, thank you very much for taking the time to speaking with us. Definitely looking forward for tonight listening some Titan. Man, definitely still sick about that title. It's so strong, it's so big, and the album is so big also. So definitely looking forward to see you guys again tonight. And well, thank you very much, and we're looking forward for it tonight.